banks, it's very sexy when you close a deal with the bank, and we do that sometimes, but they're very slow movers. They're very slow to execute. They're very conservative. They're never going to be Ripple success stories, and it's hard to get them to push the benefits down to their customers because that's risky for them, and then it highlights where they're inefficient. So,
hey, Bull Runners, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world where blockchain technology is not just reshaping finance, but redefining the future of an entire region. In the heart of the Middle East and Africa, a silent revolution is brewing. Ripple, the titan of crypto space, has named key areas of focus that could transform the region into a global financial hub. But what does this mean for you? We'll unravel the mystery of how Ripple's strategy could solve some of the most pressing issues in cross-border payments and the blockchain landscape as it's evolving at an unprecedented pace. And Hbar is set to integrate with Chainlink, potentially unlocking new layers of functionality for developers and users alike. And whispers are growing louder and louder about X payments coming to X.com. New code hints it might be sooner than you think. Are you on the edge of your seat yet? Because these developments could change the game overnight. And stick with me till the end, because I'll give you an exclusive sneak peek at our very own crypto community platform, Altcoin Pro. It's where the future of crypto enthusiasts will collaborate, learn, and grow together. But you won't want to miss this, so stay tuned. And if you're new here, my name's Ryan Huggins. And if you're like most people, you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day researching crypto, but that's what we do here on this channel, and we bring it to you in a condensed manner. So if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. We will also be jumping into the XRP charts at the end of this video. As you guys remember, we've been talking about this symmetrical triangle and potential breakout to the upside. We were talking a couple of days ago that it was very imperative that we broke through this resistance here at $2.32. On January 1st, we officially had a candle close above that. Yesterday's candle also closing above it. Good signs for that level becoming a support now. And we really need to push above this $2.50 range and break out of this triangle pattern that has been created so we can move back to this previous high of $2.90 and then on our way up to the previous all-time high above $3.31. But we will be getting to that at the end of the video. We do also have some really important breaking news over here on X.com we're going to be covering with you today. And we're going to be jumping over to CoinGlass and checking out what's going on with the behind the scenes of volume and inflow outflow of XRP. First, let's start over here. Coin market cap. We have the top trending coins right now. Top 5 are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, and Pepe. Here's the crypto market overview for you as well. Fear and greed index now sitting at 57. Remember, just a couple of days ago, we were down to 48. Altcoin season index sitting at 47. The total market cap for the crypto market right now, $3.4 trillion. Diving a little deeper into the fear and greed index, like I said, 57 right now. But the great news is you can see we are starting to have a move back to the upside, getting closer to the greed side of things. So people are coming back to the market, which is actually a very positive thing. We did actually recently cap out here in the last 30 days. Our highest level was on the 17th of December, reaching an 80 score on the index. And our most recent low was on the 30th of December, reaching a 48 level. And as we hop over to the coin market cap altcoin season index, yesterday was a 48. Last week we were down at 46. Last month we were all the way up at 86. If you remember, we had a really, really nice pump to the upside as far as the altcoin season index goes. Right now, not doing so hot, but we will see a move back to the upside as the new year begins and people start to becoming more interested in the crypto space. The top 100 coin performance over the last 90 days, we'll cover a couple of these. Virtual leading the way up 8,500%. Fartcoin up 2,100%. Pangu up 642. Hype up 634. And BGB up 523%. Hbar coming in right below that. We're going to be talking a little bit about them today as well in this video, up 440%. And of course, all my XRP Army fans out there, up 351% in the last 90 days. And speaking of altcoin season, we will see a drop in Bitcoin dominance when the season really kicks off. But right now, Bitcoin dominance sitting at 56.4. So stay tuned. We'll bring you this information every day. Also making headlines, breaking news, XRP is now the #3 coin by market cap out of all cryptos, currently sitting at a market cap of 138 billion, just surpassing Tether, which is currently sitting at 137 billion. In regards to coins by volume, we have Tether leading the way right now at $98 billion in the last 24 hours trading volume, Bitcoin 43 billion, Ethereum starting to, like I've been telling you guys, there's some momentum coming into Ethereum, so keep an eye out for Ethereum. But XRP pulling in the #4 spot, #3 of coins, because stable coins don't count, in my opinion, in this category. But the #3 coin, #4 overall, currently sitting at $6.9 billion in trading volume in the last 24 hours. Also, great news right here, XRP up 12% in the last 7 days. Before we jump into X.com for the breaking news, let's go ahead and go over this new information. New code fuels rumors X payments launch may be imminent. The rumors come 2 days after X CEO Linda Yaccarino confirmed the social media platform would launch X Money in 2025. But you've probably all heard that news. This is the most important part right here. Apparently, a leak of the latest software code behind Elon Musk's X has sparked rumors that X Money, the name of the payment system, could launch at any second now. X has been working to obtain money transmitter licenses across the United States for X Payments LLC, securing licenses in 39 states already. A purported screenshot of the latest code shows line X Money is not available in your state, leading some observers, including American entrepreneur Alex Finn, to speculate that it may launch in the US without approval from all 50 states. X Money would allow X users to tip content creators on the platform. Some speculate that cryptocurrencies have a role given Musk's previous openness to Bitcoin and Dogecoin payments in his other businesses. X payments, in one way or another, will support cryptocurrency, Finn explained in a self-hosted X Spaces, adding that to the latest way to move currency. Crypto will probably be a good amount of rails for X payments. And this does come after X CEO Linda Yaccarino confirmed this social media platform would launch X Money in 2025 in a December 31st post. In fact, she posted that a lot of stuff is coming for X, which is really exciting. However, X hasn't confirmed the legitimacy of the source code leaked by Mac Rumors, contributing researcher Aaron Paris, and whether an X Money launch is imminent. And here we have that post. It seems like X plans to launch X Money in the US before getting approval. And as we can see right here, payments restricted, US states message. And down below it says X Money is not available in blank, right? So that would be filled in by blank state. Payments restricted, the US title, money is not available in your state. This is a big, big deal. A lot of people are moving to X. X, you are the news now is the big statement going around. Many, many people joining the platform, using the platform on a daily basis. I know I get a lot of my breaking news from X for sure. And then there's also the rumors that Elon Musk may want to buy all of the XRP. There's also rumors that JP Morgan may want to buy all of the XRP. So for those XRP holders out there, it's looking pretty good for us for 2025. If it is true, X Money would first launch in 39 states where X has obtained a money license. The payments feature wouldn't be immediately supported in Alaska, Delaware, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Montana, New York, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. Musk's support for Doge has led industry pundits to speculate whether meme coin could be supported on X Money. Musk's electric car manufacturing Tesla supports Doge for merchant purchases and hold $1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So let me know down below, do you think it's going to be XRP that's going to be used, XLM that's going to be used, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, or is it just going to be open to all cryptos? Let me know down below.
We just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University.
This post on X goes along with what we're talking about here. It's 2030, so you have to use your imagination here, but it's 2030. You're just trying to buy an effing banana. Sol Network sucks. ETH gas still costs more than you want to. BTC, the banana, will be rotten before you can see it. XRP is the only logical answer. Take a look at this video.
This is going to take 10 minutes. For a banana,
done. Fast. No fees.
And that post comes from Laugh Now XRP. Pretty hilarious meme there. Very good job on putting that one together. And this was a great putting together the dots by Cowboy X. Ripple posted back on October 2023. New customer alert. Garanti BBVA is leveraging Ripple custody and IBM to bring the highest security and performance to its growing crypto trading platform. Learn how to secure custody is key to unlocking the value of digital currencies. Okay, so this was in October. And then Cowboy X found this post from Cointelegraph today. New Garanti BBVA, one of Turkey's largest banks, is set to offer cryptocurrency trading services. So this could finally be rolling out. Now, if you remember, everyone's talking about all these bank partnerships and all of this amazing institutional connections and partnerships with XRP, but a lot of the stuff has not rolled out yet. Well, now we're going to start seeing some rolling out of these features, and you can only imagine the volume that it's going to bring to the XRP ledger. And as we know, 2025 is bringing in the most important piece to the XRP ledger. That's the XRP stablecoin, RLUSD. David Shorts on stablecoins from 2019. I think it's actually helpful. This was before they even hinted they were building one. Shorts positions on stablecoins have remained the same over the years. He says, you'll still need liquidity between those stablecoins.
Let's switch to stablecoins because they're obviously kind of all the rage right now, and everyone and their dog is issuing one from JP Morgan to Facebook. But especially what the banks are doing. I think last week a new kind of consortium of banks said, "Hey, we rolling out this new stablecoin." Does that kind of freeze you guys out, or?
I think it's actually helpful. One of the problems that people have is the ability to hold digital assets can be difficult, particularly with the volatility in some digital assets. Stablecoins are safer to hold if you can trust the issuer. So I think to that extent, it can be helpful because that you still need liquidity. So if you imagine a dollar stablecoin issued by JPM, and you have maybe some other dollar coins issued by companies like Circle, and everybody seems to be issuing a stablecoin, and then you have stablecoins in other currencies, because if you're not in the United States, a dollar coin is not really all that stable. You still need liquidity between those stable coins. And I think it's also important to remember that these stable coins have counterparties, and there isn't a universal counterparty. There isn't some counterparty that everybody in the world can have equal access to. It's going to have to be in some jurisdiction. It's going to have to be part of some regulatory regime. And so I think if the vision is this sort of open participation, this sort of internet of money, collateralized stable coins will be players, but I think there will still have to be liquidity between them. And if you imagine dozens of stable coins, hundreds and hundreds of markets is probably not going to be as efficient as going through some sort of assets that aggregate, like the dollar does today. The dollar sort of aggregates demand for smaller currencies, and we see XRP playing that role.
And you're saying its openness is going to favor it because it's easy to move in and out of.
Yeah, I think if you can imagine, like, you might have a hub in one country and a hub in another region, how do you settle between those hubs? You need something that's neutral. You need something that's kind of jurisdictionless. If you want a sort of open participation ecosystem, you can't have things that are controlled by a single party at the center.
And when it comes to market caps, which everyone talks about in crypto, which is important because that's how your dollar amount value goes up, is the market cap goes up with the supply remaining the same. Well, check this out. Market caps greater than Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and biggest tech companies combined. Ripple and Stellar, the future.
Do you have a rough estimate of how much larger the world of value is versus the first 25 plus years of the internet, where it was basically just video and voice and data?
Honestly, it's really interesting that we're even discussing this, because an institutional webinar that I was just watching within the last few days was discussing this exact topic, how they decide to invest in blockchain unicorns, and what is their rationale and thesis behind investing in unicorns like Ripple and other companies of that sort. And they mentioned Ripple specifically. And the one distinction that he made, which still I still think about, is that Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, they provide like entertainment content, streaming services that has nothing to do with money. That of course they do things on the side, but they're not banks. They're not really focused on improving the payment system, not focused on improving the way value moves. They just focus on improving the way their service gets to their customers and, loyal consumers. But when we talk about companies like Ripple and Stellar that are focusing on more important, more serious use case like payments, like moving value, like tokenization, when you compare that to the most valuable companies in the world, like Microsoft at 3 trillion or Apple at 2 trillion in market cap, those are the most valuable companies in the world. We don't know of any other company more valuable than those companies. And companies like Ripple and companies like Stellar are solving an issue that is bigger than the market caps of all of these companies put together. So when you think of the valuation of a company that focuses on a use case like payments and value as opposed to content, video, services, the level is already higher than the most valuable companies of today. And who wouldn't have loved to get into Apple or Amazon or Microsoft before their true potential was revealed to the world?
That is, yeah, NVIDIA, just shot up there as a top #1 company, I think. But to reemphasize what you just said, this institutional investor conference that you were just listening to a few days ago, they're saying that the companies like Ripple and Stellar are potentially more valuable than, let's say, the top 100.
I would take it further.
Combined.
They have to be.
So word on the street is that they have to be more valuable than Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and biggest tech companies combined. Very cool, very exciting. XRP to the moon. Also breaking, the IRS delays the crypto tax reporting rules to 2026, giving brokers more time to adapt and avoid forced FIFO sales that could maximize capital gains. So you do still have to pay your taxes, obviously, on crypto, so keep that in mind. But these new rules where they were trying to make you determine if you wanted to count which coins you bought at what time of year, first in, first out, all this crazy mumbo jumbo has been pushed to 2026. And as we were covering on my video that I covered on this tax issue, with Trump coming into office, the new crypto-friendly regulatory, they may not be doing that at all. Like, this bill was a stupid bill, and it very likely could just be canceled altogether. And also breaking, since the US election, XRP has gained $100 billion on their market cap value and become the world's 3rd largest crypto. XRP is getting the spotlight from around the world, making big moves in 2025. And this will lead me into that article I'm going to tell you about as far as the Africa and the Middle East, with XRP expanding into there. So take a listen to this.
Our next story is about cryptocurrencies. They're seeing an incredible bull run. Since Donald Trump's election victory, the crypto market has gained over $1 trillion. Bitcoin remains the market leader. It came close to $100,000 last month. $1 lakh for one Bitcoin. And now another cryptocurrency is rallying. It's called XRP. Since the US election, XRP has gained $100 billion in value. It is now the world's 3rd largest cryptocurrency. So what is driving this rally? Is it only Donald Trump and his promise to make America the world's crypto capital? Or is there more at play? Our next report explores.
This is the chart for XRP, the cryptocurrency. It had a volatile day of trade. But if you take a step back and zoom out the graph, you'll see the big picture emerge. Over the past month, XRP has soared. Its value has jumped by a whopping 400%. XRP today is the world's 3rd largest cryptocurrency. So what is XRP? Launched in 2012 by Ripple Labs, XRP was designed for a specific purpose. Its creators positioned it as a tool for fast and low-cost international payments. That's what drew users towards XRP. But its current rally has nothing to do with these features. There are no fundamental factors driving this rally. XRP owes its gains to President-elect Donald Trump. During campaigning, Trump positioned himself as a crypto-friendly candidate.
If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA.
That's a big shift for Trump. During his first term, Trump called crypto assets like Bitcoin a scam. But he's changed his position dramatically. Not only has Trump endorsed cryptocurrencies, But as a candidate, he also accepted donations in crypto.
So interesting take there. You can hear in the report that she mentions that XRP's rally has nothing to do with fundamentals yet. So all the fundamentals in reality have not even really kicked on. That's what's the most exciting thing, in my personal opinion. We know that the cross-border payments work, yes. But we have RLUSD that launches coming out. It's going to be great. We have the XRP ETFs coming out. We also have rumors BlackRock. I've been hearing this rumor for a long time. BlackRock wants to do a ETF with them. We have more changes coming to the XRP ledger, more ability to do different things on the ledger, going to bring more value, going to bring more fundamental benefits to XRP as a whole. So very exciting. Trump's rally, maybe 2025 is going to be the fundamental rally for XRP. And speaking of XRP expanding, Ripple execs names key areas of focus in the Middle East and Africa. Reese Merrick, the managing director of the Middle East and Africa at enterprise blockchain company Ripple, has said that the company is committed to advancing the cryptocurrency ecosystem in the region. And as you know, there's lots and lots of people in the Middle East and Africa. That brings more volume to the ledger. Merrick has lauded that the United Arab Emirates for having progressive regulations that enable blockchain innovation. The future of finance is being built there. Last year, the UAE central bank regulated the use of stablecoins, allowing payments to be conducted using dirham-pegged tokens. Stablecoins are cutting costs and speeding up transfers, bringing the Middle East, South Asia, and Africa together like never before, Merrick noted. Ripple has had a strong presence in MENA region for a long time, as reported by You Today. It managed to secure partnerships with banking institutions like the UAE, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. All the way back in 2020, for instance, the National Bank of Fujairah, NBF, became part of RippleNet network. Now remember, we have a lot of these banks that are already part of the RippleNet network. They were announced in a partnership, but they haven't officially started using us yet, as David Schwartz has told us in videos prior. On the cusp of the SEC lawsuit, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said that the company would potentially move its global headquarters to UAE, if you guys remember that. The UK and Japan were among other possible options, but the company, which mainly known due to its association with XRP cryptocurrency, ultimately decided to remain in San Francisco, which is going to be huge because Trump wants to remove taxes for United States-based crypto. And in November, Ripple did open a regional headquarters in Dubai. Last year, Ripple secured key regulatory approval in UAE, most populous city. So here's David Schwartz talking about those banking partnerships that you got to keep in mind.
Banks, it's very sexy when you close a deal with the bank, and we do that sometimes, but they're very slow movers. They're very slow to execute. They're very conservative. They're never going to be Ripple's success stories, and it's hard to get them to push the benefits down to their customers because that's risky for them, and then it highlights where they're inefficient. So we focused a lot on banks in the beginning just because a press release with a bank is a big thing, but we discovered they're just very slow to move. Like if all they want is a press release, now we're like, hey, we want to actually move billions of dollars now. And they're like, yeah, we kind of don't.
And also talking about Hbar, Hbar has announced that Chainlink data feed of proof of reserves are now live on the network. This integration aims to enhance the development of institutional decentralized finance and real-world assets. All right, so let's take a look at the XRP charts now. So we got the daily charts pulled up right here, and we'll zoom in a little bit. So as we talked about on December 1st, we made that first attempt to break through this level here of $2.31. On December 2nd, it made the move, and then it went up and made its new most recent high on December 3rd. After that, it had a slow pullback down to this level here, which also coincides with that previous high. This was the high from April of 2021. If you remember, we've been talking about that, right? So it did come down and retest that on December 10th. Then it retested it again on December 20th. And then we talked about potentially retesting it again here on the 30th, which would have been really strange. Like every 10 days it comes back. But instead, the trend line held, which is really nice. It did come down and, take some liquidity out below, but that's totally fine. Started moving up. And what we've been talking about for quite some time on the channel is when you get back, when you're in a bullish posture here, which is the 10, 30, 50, 10 on the way up, 30 behind it, 50 below it, and then you break above the 10 again. So when it pulls back and it breaks back above the 10 exponential moving average, we're back into bullish posture. But we had this real big problem here of this $2.32 resistance kept on making us break back down. Well, we broke through it on the first. The second, yesterday, we pushed through it really nice with a solid candle close. Today, we just launched the new candle, 21 hours, 52 minutes left in that. We are green for now, but we do have an issue ahead of us. And that issue is coming up right here at this $2.50 level because it does correspond with the top of this triangle pattern that it's playing out as well. But once we break that, we can then turn that into a support and make our move to the upside. Then we can get back above that $2.90 level and make that a support. We're also going to go ahead and take a look at our spider lines chart that we put together. Now, remember, this is based off of the 3-day charts going back in history from our previous all-time high run up and run down. And then the fulcrum, the pivot point right here in the middle of that $2 or $1.97. And the way this works is you take the 3-day candles, okay, so the 3-day chart, and then you go to the corresponding candles on the way down, and you shoot a ray to this center fulcrum point here. I've labeled the dates. So the pink one is January 25th, 2018. Green is January 22nd, 2018. And the blue is January 19th, 2018. And then you go into the future, and guess what? It plays out right into those levels. On the 3-day candle, which we can see right here, there's 21 hours left. So this is a very, very positive candle. If we can really pump this candle, bullish engulfing all these previous 3-day candles, getting us back above the green line from the 3-day spider line, which comes to us from January 22nd, 2018. Now, some of you guys really like these spider lines, and some of you guys think it's wooey-fooey, but take a look at this. I'm gonna drop down to the 1 hour. So when price broke through that blue line yesterday, made its way up to the next line, which was the January 28th line, the green one, look at where it's at right now. It's just hanging out there, creating a nice fat support on the smaller time frame of the hourly, but that's still a really nice support there. The next level we push up above is going to get us up to that $2.54, $2.55 level. And interestingly enough, we go back to the other chart, we can see that that is a very, very key level right now. Price and time. Is the algorithm a real thing? Well, it is interesting that all of the candles from January 2018 are playing out now in January of 2025. 7 years later, we're making our move to the upside. So since we're playing on the hourly time frame here, let's switch to the Heikinashi candles and let's find out where is our areas of support and resistance on the way up. So as we know right now, this is right now sitting on this green line, but in the future, we're going to go ahead and draw the way this move up happened. The last green candle is there. So we're going to box that one off. That one then became a resistance level. Right now, we're sitting literally in that box. We talked about this a couple of days ago, how price needs to break above $2.42 really and create that as the support. As we move up, we are going to be running into some interference. Right here, we have another area of resistance, the green candle within the red drop. Then we have another green candle at the top here. Then we have another green candle at the top here. And of course, our previous newest high will go from that top to that bottom candle. So as we make our way up through this, there is a lot of interference on the way through here. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to take a lot of time to break through there. It's going to take a lot of volume. And that's why I've been covering that volume, which we'll take a look at here on Glassnode here in just a minute. But if we take from this top to where this area of resistance that we're running into now, 49 hours, 2 days and 1 hour. So this could very likely be up there by this weekend. It all depends on the volume. Now, the other issue is if we don't keep this support, so let's clear off all these red boxes here, because basically this whole way up is all red boxes. We don't want to have that interfering with our view. If we lose this level again, then we'll come back down and we'll be retesting off this $2.24 level. But as I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, we're still bullish on the weekly time frame. We're still bullish on the daily time frame. So everything looks bullish on these higher time frames. And now we've started to also switch the lower time frames back to bullish as well. When we take a look at our RSI, the good news is we came down to the bottom of the Bollinger Band and we've been bouncing off that. Price then crossed over the signal line, and now we're over the median price line on our RSI. So this is the average price over time. We've broken above that. And right now, we're sitting above the 50 of the RSI, which indicates a bullish momentum opportunity. You can see last time price broke above 50 on the RSI, which was here, which was November 6th. And on November 6th, XRP was trading at 54 cents, and it continued to ride above the 50 all the way till December 20th. So taking a quick little dip under, but now we're back above it and we're running with some good volume as well. So we can see these big velocity candles. The New Year's Day candle was the highest velocity in quite some time, which is very exciting. And yesterday's candle closing above this spider line here. And then our new daily candle that just opened is also up 1.5% already, making its way towards that $2.55 spider line. What's also really interesting, in my opinion, here on the daily chart, I have this signal up right here. This is the Wu Manchu Cipher A signal indicators. We can see we did get a buy signal here. And then we ran up nicely. We've had a sell signal, but we didn't really sell off because the momentum is there. And XRP Army, the cult of XRP, is diamond hands. They've been holding forever. Now, some people did take profits, obviously, but look at this. We're making our move back up. So if holders continue to hold, we have this crazy bull flag pattern playing out. Let's go ahead and mark off the bull flag here. We'll use that. We don't need to be that far out, so we can go in here. And let's get our flagpole from the launch to the tippity top. This is on a 3-day indication here. So if we go up from the actual breakout candle, and again, this breakout candle has not closed. So today has to continue to maintain positivity, 24 more hours. But if this larger time frame bull flag plays out, we've got a target scenario of $4.70. So as for the breakout of this channel, pretty healthy candle, very bullish to the upside. Like I said, it's broken 1, 2, 3, 4 3-day candles, bullish engulfing. This candle was the previous highest candle of this drop. We have definitely broken above this line here. We have to maintain that line, $2.38. So if we stay above $2.40, we could continue to make this run to the upside, breaking the previous all-time high, $3.31. Now, is it going to get all the way to $4.70 on a straight up shot? No. But we can see here, last time we started our run up, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4 3-day candles to the upside, a 3-day candle taking a break, 3-day candle up, 3-day candle taking a break, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to the upside. So if we get 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to the upside on the 3-day candles, there is a likelihood in the next 12 days, the next 2 weeks, we could be breaking our previous all-time high. And on top of that, this indicator that gave us the sell signal, once we get the price back above $2.70, it will then flash a buy signal, which the last daily buy signal happened all the way down here, and we made that run up. So a lot of correlations showing us that there is a lot of upside to be had. Now, the only negative thing is we are extremely overbought. All right, we're super high on the RSI. When prices get above the 70 level of the RSI, typically it can be oversold. But last time we got oversold, which was here, it didn't matter. Volume continued to come in. The pump was real. All right, and then jumping over to our weekly spider lines chart here, excellent support and resistance. Also, volume-wise, we can see we had these green candles to the upside. We do have a nice green volume down here as well. Our weekly resistance level is going to come to us at $2.47 on the spider lines for the weeklies. This one's a little different because instead of using every 3 days, we're just using the candles based off of weekly. So a few less data points here, but still same results. Now, what's also interesting is as we play down this road to the bottom, we haven't even played these candles yet, and you can see where those extensions go. So I played one of the lowest potential candles with the upside off the pivot line, and look at what kind of prices this gives us over time. So, I mean, we're talking 9, 10, depending on how long this takes to break through all this. It is going to get a little bit tight as far as the volume goes. It's going to be having a lot of resistance coming in the way. But once it breaks through there, you're looking at $8, $12. Where do you see XRP going? Now, if you want to be a part of our inner circle, check this out.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers,